तस्मै श्री नमः। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायति कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिसे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पति गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते। तप्तकांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलोक्खै क्षिप्तश्च कामादि तरंगमध्ये कृपामयी त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृंदे नमस्ते चरणारविंदम। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। आज भी एक विशेष तिथि कल बताया था। एक कार्तिक महीना दामोदर महीना में बहुत से वैष्णव का आविर्भाव तिरुभाव तिथि आता है, इसलिए अक्सर दिखता हूँ। इस कारण से हम लोग जो ग्रंथ पढ़ता हूँ ज़्यादा ही होता है। आज है पूज्यपाद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज का तिरुभाव तिथि। महाराज को पहले हम लोग 1964 में हमारा मठ में गवर्नर को बुलाया था। गवर्नर आ रहा था दर्शन करने, आनुषंगिक रूप से हम लोग बुलाया। तो उस वक़्त तो वहाँ गुरुजी भी नहीं थे, हमारा पूज्यपाद तीर्थ महाराज भी नहीं थे, पूरी महाराज मैं। इसलिए स्वामी महाराज से प्रार्थना किया वहाँ आने के लिए। तो स्वामी महाराज आए, गिरीन्द्र गोवर्धन प्रभु, पुरुषोत्तम राघव चैतन्य प्रभु, ये सब आया। तो गवर्नर तो यहाँ हमारा बैठेंगे नहीं, लेकिन हम लोग स्वागत किया था कीर्तन से। गवर्नर था विश्वनाथ दास। अभी उस वक़्त वही स्वामी महाराज ये लोगों ने कुछ बोला, हम लोग कीर्तन, हम लोग कुछ बोला नहीं। जैसा भी हो, उसका बाद पहले था उन्होंने छिपी गली में, उसका बाद गया दामोदर मंदिर में। उस वक़्त दामोदर मंदिर में था, वहीं बुलाया। क्योंकि हम लोग जो कीर्तन करता था ये सब मिल के, स्वामी महाराज वही प्रभु, गिरीन्द्र गोवर्धन प्रभु, प्रभुपाद के शिष्य सब, ये मृदंग बजाते, हम लोग उनको दोहार करते थे, ऐसा देखा। उन्होंने उनका जो गुरुपाद पद्म, उनको बोला था आप विदेश में प्रचार में जाओ पार्टी का साथ। उन्होंने उस वक़्त जा नहीं सका, ये तो हमने उस वक्त जानता ही नहीं था, लेकिन उन्होंने ही पश्चाताप किया कि मैंने गुरु आज्ञा पालन नहीं करके गुरुआज्ञा दोष किया, हमको वहाँ जाने पड़ेगा। बाद में उन्होंने विदेश किया। उनका जीवन का एक वैशिष्ट्य है। क्या वैशिष्ट्य है? ना शरणागति का उन्होंने आदर्श रखा, दिखाया लास्ट में। गुरुपाद पद्म में विश्वास, ये गुरुभावज्ञा करने का कारण हमने प्रचुर चेष्टा करने से भी संसार जीवन में कोई सक्सेसफुल हुआ नहीं, और ये हमारा कोई साथ दिया नहीं। क्योंकि जब असुस्थ हुआ, गुरुजी वहाँ एक किया था। बाद में जब विदेश से आया, हमारा वहाँ छोड़ के गया उनका शिष्य एक, उसका नाम अच्युतानंद, कलकत्ता में। वो 3 साल था हमारा मठ में, और उससे हमने उनको लेकर जाता था। वो जो यहाँ से सामान भेजने के लिए जहाज में, पानी जहाज में, वो उसको ले जाता था। पत्रिका ऑफिस में जाने से वो बांग्ला कीर्तन करता, अच्छा करता। बाद में वहाँ से महाराज ने वो लेखा विदेश से, पहले तो उन्होंने चला आया। किस लिए आया? उनका पास कुछ नहीं था। पार्क में बैठ कर ही कीर्तन करते थे, श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त, ऐसे ही कीर्तन करते थे करताल बजा के। और साथ में किताब ले लिए तो कोई बिकाव हुआ नहीं, कुछ नहीं है, $14 है। अभी यहाँ एक टूटा हुआ चर्च में रहते थे। बाद में वहाँ देखा कि इन्होंने रोज यही कीर्तन करते हैं और यहाँ ही बजते हैं। वो उनको पूछा व्हाट कॉन्शसनेस, उन्होंने बोला कृष्ण कॉन्शसनेस, इसीलिए नाम रखा कृष्ण कॉन्शसनेस। इस्कॉन इंटरनेशनल सोसाइटी पर कृष्ण कॉन्शसनेस, ऐसा एक किया। तो वहाँ चला आया। चला आने के बाद भी वही सब पूज्यवाद श्रीधर महाराज का मठ में, हमारा मठ में, ऐसा वहाँ एक किया। बाद में फिर दोबारा एक किया। जो असुस्थ हुआ, मरने का भय से चला आया, मैं दोबारा जाऊंगा, वहाँ ही मर जाऊंगा। लेकिन दोबारा जब गया खूब सक्सेसफुल हुआ, पहले हुआ नहीं। तब देखो अकेला असुस्थ, जहाज में हार्ट अटैक हुआ, तब भी वो गुरु आज्ञा पालन, भगवान में शरणागति का आदर्श दिखाया। उसके बाद उनका कुछ कमी हुआ, इसलिए भगवान बोला अनन्य चिंतन तो माम जे जना पर्युपासुति तेसांग नित्य वियुक्तानम युगोक्षेम भान भाम। जो लोग हमारे में नित्य अभियुक्त होकर ये हमारा शरण में आएगा, उनका जोग, उनका जो जरूरत है और खेम, उनका रक्षा भी मैं करता हूँ। तो वही तो जीवन में आचरण करके ही दिखाया। जो जहाज में बीमार हुआ, कौन है साथ में? भय पाया कोई एक। तो जो शरणागत होता है, भगवान का ड्यूटी है उनके लिए सब करना। चैतन्य भागवत में जो पढ़ा, उसका बारे में उन्होंने कहा क्या बोला? जे जे भक्त भजे मोरी अनन्य हइया, तारे भिक्षा देव मुई माथाए बोइया। जो भक्त अनन्य भाव से हमारा भजन करते हैं, मैं अपना सिर पर उनको लेके जाता हूँ। उस वक़्त तो कोई नहीं था रिश्तेदार बगैर। उन्होंने बोला था तीर्थ महाराज को, ओरलिनी महाराज को, ये वहाँ प्रचार करो, आपस में क्या लड़ना। लेकिन उनका बात सुना नहीं कोई, और हम लोग उनका तो कुछ था नहीं इस वक्त। तब भी वो उनको ये किया। उन्होंने यही मठ में आया था, तो उनको लिए एक ये बना दिया था हमारा एक गुरु भाई, एक मतलब जैसे सिंहासन होता है इसमें भी बना के दिया था। यहाँ जो बना के दिया, स्वामी महाराज उसको स्वीकार किया नहीं, गुरु महाराज को दिया। गुरु महाराज उनको प्रभुपाद का लिए दे दिया, स्वीकार किया। जब किया मेहनत करके सेवा लग जाएगा काम पे, तो उन्होंने यहाँ जब प्रसाद पाया तो बोला ऐसा भोजन होने से मैं कुछ रोज रह सकता था, लेकिन ये लोग जो भोजन बनाता है वो हमारा अनुकूल नहीं है। लेकिन ये लोगों का उत्साहित तो करने के लिए मैं स्वीकार करता हूँ। फिर उन्होंने गया हैदराबाद, हैदराबाद जाके पन्नालाल प्रीति का वहाँ एक किया, उसको वहाँ भी उन्होंने हम लोग उनको निमंत्रण किया। पहले हमारा मठ में आया, वहाँ प्रसाद स्वीकार किया, पर हम लोग भी वहाँ गया था, वहाँ उत्सव मनाया था। वो हम उस वक्त मृदंगो बजाने वाला नहीं था, वो अनंग मोहन, अभी जो भिक्षु महाराज, वो गया था वहाँ, वो मृदंगो बजाते थे, हम लोग वहाँ पढ़ते थे। तो
चलो इतना बोल देता हूँ।
हाँ बोला।
हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा। Hare Krishna. So today Srila Maharaj, he started mentioning that today is a very auspicious day. Today is the disappearance day of my Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. Maharaj was mentioning that like last night, I was mentioning that during Kartik month, there are so many appearance and disappearance days of different Vaishnavas. So that's why what happens that whatever we start, like last year he started with Gajendra Moksha, and this time he started with Srimad Bhagavatam, first chapter, second chapter, 10th canto. So Maharaj is saying that because of so many tithis in between, we get very less time to speak on these scriptures. Why? Because it is considered that if we don't glorify the Vaishnavas on their appearance and disappearance days, then that is considered offense. So that's why we speak about the Vaishnavas. So the very first thing Srila Maharaj remembered is that in 1964 in Vrindavan, I think we have some photographs also of Srila Swami Maharaj and this Radha Damodar Goswami at that time, along with Governor. Governor came to Vrindavan And Srila Maharaj mentioned that his Guru Maharaj was not there at that time in Vrindavan, and there were no other senior Vaishnava around. So that's why Srila Maharaj, along with one of his god brother, Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj, they went and requested Srila Swami Maharaj in Radha Damodar temple that Maharaj, in our temple, governor is coming. So if you can please come over there and attend him, we will be very grateful to you. So on our request, Srila Swami Maharaj came, and over there he was the only person. Maharaj mentioned we were very junior at that time. So we performed the kirtan only, and he was the one who spoke and welcomed this governor. And after that, Srila Maharaj started mentioning that earlier he used to stay in Chipi Gali in Vrindavan, but afterward he moved to Radha Damodar temple. Even though he was staying in Chipi Gali or in Radha Damodar temple, but most of the time he used to perform kirtans along with his god brother Giri Govardhan Prabhu and one another god brother Sripad Raghav Chaitanya Prabhu, who was staying near to Radha Gopinath temple. So they used to come together in Chaitanya Gaudiya Math and perform kirtan over there practically every day. And Maharaj says that at that time we were only like singing after them. They were the one who were leading all the kirtans and we used to follow. So in this way, Srila Maharaj said we know about them. In the time, he used to remember again and again, he used to mention that, oh, my Guru Maharaj, he gave me order that I should go and preach in English language. I should go with the preachers who are going from Gaudiya Math. Even in his manifested pastime, Srila Prabhupada asked Srila Swami Maharaj that you can go along with them and preach. But Srila Swami Maharaj, he used to lament that at that time I did not fulfill the desire of my Guru Maharaj. I did not follow his order. But now I have come to such a situation, understanding that anything of this material world will not help at all. Meanwhile, Srila Maharaj mentioned that because once he got sick, he manifested a sickness pastime in Kolkata, and at that time, even his family members, they did not attend him. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj made arrangement for his treatment. So that's why he came with this realization completely that anybody in this world will not help me. My real well-wisher is my Guru Pad Padma. And what I did, I had not followed his order, but now I will definitely fulfill his order at any cost. I have to go to the Western world and preach. So with this strong conviction, he completely surrendered himself at the lotus feet of his Gurudev and at the lotus feet of Krishna. Srila Maharaj mentioned at that time he requested different god brothers, because the Acharya of Chaitanya Math was Srila Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Goswami Maharaj at that time. So he approached him, requested him also that please make some arrangements. We can preach in the Western world, we can go. But he did not came forward. And then he asked even Bhakti Keval Adulami Maharaj, because he was again the leading Acharya of another very big organization, Bal Pujar Gaudiya Math. So they also did not agree with him. Afterwards, single-handedly, he said that, well, somehow or other, I have to go, and he made arrangement for his going. And what he did, he completely surrendered. Even though there was heart attack on the way, but still his enthusiasm was not less. He did not get bothered by that. And once he reached over there, again he was having very less money in his hand even. Maharaj was mentioning he was having $14. And he was even staying in one old church. some or other bearing all the basic necessities even. But still he was performing kirtan, having full faith in the names of the Lord. He used to chant Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi, Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, along with Mahamantra. So when he used to perform this kirtan, then afterward, many people over there, they paid attention that, oh, here is a person who is coming practically every day and performing kirtan in the same place. So then they got attracted. So Srila Maharaj mentioned what he was having. He was having complete surrender. That was the only thing which was his real strength. And by this what happened? That he was able to achieve everything. He came back after he was again in the Western world, he was manifesting his sickness first time and came back to India. Again Srila Maharaj mentioned that he started thinking that, oh, why I have come from there? I was fearful that I may leave the body. So it is better I can go back to Vrindavan or India. So then while he came here, then again he started mentioning again and again, it is better for me to die while fulfilling the order of my Guru Maharaj. And that's why he left again. So Srila Maharaj mentioned in his first visit, he was not so successful, but in second visit, because of his strong determination and complete surrender, what happened? That he became very successful. And he came along with his disciples even in India afterward. Srila Maharaj mentioned one of his disciples, Achyutananda Prabhu. He was asked by Srila Swami Maharaj to reside in Kolkata. And he was staying in Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, Kolkata for 3 years. Maharaj is mentioning that I used to take him to different places. Sometime to the port, because Srila Swami Maharaj asked different things from him, that you can send this from India, you can send that thing. And Srila Maharaj used to take him to the port to send all those things. And then sometime to the post offices and different things. At that time, whatever was required, Maharaj and other devotees over there, they used to help him. And he stayed over there for 3 years. And then Srila Maharaj started mentioning how Srila Swami Maharaj himself, when he used to come in India, at that time when he did not still acquired any place for International Society for Krishna Consciousness. At that time he used to stay sometime with us in Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. Sometime he used to stay with Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. In this way he came here. Srila Maharaj mentioned one another thing also, that when he was performing kirtan in the park, in which park we call Thompson Square Park. So over there, one person one day, he asked him that, oh, you are chanting this kirtan all the time, why? What is the purpose? What is the mission? So at that time, to become Krishna conscious. So I don't want to forget Krishna any time. I want to always want to stay in the consciousness, this consciousness, Krishna consciousness. So that's why I am performing. Srila Maharaj is mentioning from that, this question and his answer, what came from his mouth, became the root cause of giving this name ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Because he mentioned, I want to always be Krishna conscious. So in this way, Srila Maharaj mentioned that how if somebody really surrender, then is there anything which is not possible to accomplish? Everything is possible to accomplish if devotee desire. A surrendered person, whatever he desires, becomes fulfilled. So in this way, Srila Maharaj quoted the verse of Bhagavad Gita, that how Krishna, he himself giving this promise, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, Jejana Paryupasate, a person who really surrenders at my lotus feet and performs my bhajan only, does everything for my pleasure. What I do, I make this promise that I give everything to that person. Whatever he desires, whatever is in demand for, need for, I give that thing to him. How? Not only like, okay, I ask somebody to bring that thing to that person. No. I ask personally. I come personally, I carry on my shoulders and bring to that person. Srila Maharaj quoted the words from Chaitanya Bhagavat that Krishna says that if a person really surrenders at my lotus feet and does everything for me, then what I do? I carry everything on my shoulder and bring that thing to that particular person. Anything else Srila Maharaj mentioned?
এখন বলবো স্বামী মহারাজ কোচি পোর্ট से वो पानी जा
Afterwards, Srila Maharaj started mentioning that how one time Srila Swami Maharaj came here also in Chandigarh Mutt, Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Mutt here also he came, and one of Maharaj's god brother who performs kirtan, he lives in Vrindavan now. His name is वाले प्रभु जी का नाम मैं भूल गया, जिन्होंने आसन बनाया था कीर्तन वाले प्रभु जी का क्या नाम है? राम प्रसाद प्रभु. He comes with us also sometime in Jaipur. So this Ram Prasad Prabhu, he made one asan, Vyasasan, kind of Vyasasan for Srila Swami Maharaj. But when he came, they offered him that please sit here. He said, no, it's such a wonderful asan. It is not fair for me to sit on this asan. He did not accept that asan and asked that if somebody who is much more superior than me, it's fit for them, such a good asan. And then the same asan was being offered to Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj also. When he came, he also said the same thing, and he placed Srila Prabhupada's picture over there instead of sitting on it himself. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned that the prasadam was being served to Srila Swami Maharaj here by Maharaj and other devotees here. And that time he commented one thing, that the devotees with whom I stay nowadays, their eating habits are very different, and the kind of offering they give to me is not mostly of my liking. But still, I take all the time. Why? So that they should always be enthusiastic to serve me. They should always be enthusiastic to cook. So that's why I take. But the kind of prasadam you are serving, if I get this kind of prasadam every day, then I can survive so many more days in this world. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned that one time he came in Hyderabad also, in Chaitanya Gaudiya Mutt. And Srila Maharaj personally, he was there in Hyderabad, and when he came to know, when he came to learn that Srila Swami Maharaj is here in the city, then Maharaj went over there and invited him personally that Maharaj, please come. Again, we have chance to offer you good prasadam. So then Srila Swami Maharaj came in Hyderabad Mutt, and then also he faced that prasadam which was being served. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned, he also asked us that, oh, you people can also come to our place where we are performing our program. Then Srila Maharaj, along with our Bhikshu Maharaj, the one who stays in Vinod Vani Gaudiya Mutt Vrindavan nowadays. So they went over there, and Bhikshu Maharaj played Mridanga for him. Srila Swami Maharaj sang, and Bhikshu Maharaj was playing Mridanga, and Maharaj is saying, we also took prasadam over there and attended this program. In this way, these things also Maharaj mentioned.
वो अच्युतानंद जब हमारा मठ में रहते थे तो वो बांग्ला सीखा, और उन्होंने स्वामी महाराज को बांग्ला में चिट्ठी लिखा. क्या चिट्ठी लिखा ना, वहाँ दूसरी एक है, नाम है भवानंदो. उन्होंने उस वक्त बोला कि वो हमें एक बांग्ला डिक्शनरी चाहिए, बंगाली टू इंग्लिश एक डिक्शनरी चाहिए. तो उन्होंने स्वामी महाराज ने यहाँ दिया खबर. तो उन्होंने बोला, अच्युतानंद ने बांग्ला में चिट्ठी लिखा, আমি পর্যাপ্ত বাংলা জানে. উনি বাংলা ডিকশনারি দিয়ে কী করিবে वो আছে फिर जय पताका वो भी था हमारा वो जब स्वामी महाराज वहाँ स्टार्ट किया तो सारा समन जो लोग ब्रह्मचारी आदि सब हमारा मठ में ठाकते थे। जहाँ कोच्चि में उन्होंने उठा था वहाँ भी वो लोग घर में भी गया मैं, तो वहाँ जो मायापुर में वो हमारा वहाँ ही रखते थे। और हमारा फर्स्ट फ्लोर में एक बड़ा हॉल है
आपके कमरे के बाहर।
हाँ, तो वही जो हॉल, उस हॉल में वो सब बंद करके ताला बंद करके रखते थे। जब बाढ़ आया तब भी वहीं रहा सब। आस्ते आस्ते वहाँ किया, जय पताका यहाँ आया। तो बात होता है, इसीलिए स्वामी महाराज उनका जो बुक ट्रस्ट है उसमें हमारा गुरु जी को एक मेंबर बनाया, मधुसूदन महाराज को एक मेंबर बनाया, क्योंकि ये लोग उनका पास हेल्प मिला था, ये लोग एक होएगा, इससे गौड़ मंडल के सेवा में लगेगा, दूसरी काम में लगेगा नहीं। भक्ति वेदांत बुक ट्रस्ट ऐसा वही किया था। बाद में हमारा तीर्थ महाराज भी वो वहाँ वही ये था, जाते थे मीटिंग में, गुरु जी भी देते होते थे। और हमने जब वो उत्तर भारत तीर्थ भ्रमण में था ट्रेन में, उस वक़्त सिद्धोपुर से हम लोग खबर जाना कि स्वामी महाराज 1977 में नवंबर महीना में
14 नवंबर
उन्होंने वो शरीर छोड़ा। तो उस वक़्त मैं इंचार्ज हूँ सब यात्री, तो मैं तो जा नहीं सका। हमारा मंगल महाराज गया, साथ में एक ब्रह्मचारी, वो सिद्धपुर से चला गया वहाँ। तो वहाँ सब एक रोज रखा, दूसरी रोज समाधिस्थ किया। समाधि का प्रक्रिया किया नारायण महाराज, जैसे जैसे छाते में मंत्र रखना पड़ता वो सब कुछ उन्होंने किया। ये लोग वहाँ गया ऐसे।
Srila Maharaj started mentioning that the time when Achyutananda Prabhu, he was staying in Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, Kolkata, because he was mostly surrounded by all the Bengali speaking devotees. So he also learned Bengali, and he wrote one letter to Srila Swami Maharaj in Bengali language. And at that time there was another devotee whose name was Bhavananda Prabhu, who was traveling with Srila Swami Maharaj. He wrote a letter to Achyutananda Prabhu that I need one dictionary from Bengali to English. You can arrange for that. And then Achyutananda Prabhu, he wrote a letter to Srila Swami Maharaj that why he is asking for the dictionary. Because I know all the Bengali. Ami Prayapta Bangla Jani. I know everything in Bengali now. So if he has to ask anything, he can ask me. Why he need dictionary? So then Srila Maharaj started mentioning that how when Srila Swami Maharaj he got placed in Mayapur, at that time Achyutananda Prabhu, Bhavananda Prabhu, Jayapataka Maharaj, at that time Jayapataka Prabhu, all these devotees they used to stay in Chaitanya Gaudiya Math itself, and they were being allotted one hall. Because nowadays Maharaj stays on ground floor whenever he goes for Navadip Parikrama, but his room in Mayapur was on first floor upstairs, and I used to visit him also in that room. Outside his room there is one big hall, so Maharaj gave them that hall to stay over there, and they like different devotees used to come, use that place and leave their luggage, come back again after 6 months, 4 months. So in the time when construction was going on, so they were mostly staying there in the evenings. sleeping over there also and keeping their luggage at the same time working and like looking after construction in ISKCON. So in this way, Srila Maharaj mentioned that how we have seen, witnessed with our eyes that how he built up his mission and how he engaged everybody, whoever came in contact. And then afterward, Maharaj started mentioning about book trust. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that that's why Srila Swami Maharaj, when he founded this BBT, Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, at that time he like in the trust there must be some members, 5, 6, 7, when they found the trust. So in that trust, the founder members are Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj also there, as along with Srila Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj. So they were also included in the founder members of BBT. And even after Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj been replaced at his place, and he also used to attend so many meetings for BBT. While Srila Swami Maharaj included these two god brothers, then Srila Maharaj mentioned why, because like in Kolkata different devotees came and stayed. Srila Swami Maharaj also used to come and stay. Again in Mayapur also. So that's why he used to feel that they are my supporters. They have helped me. So that's why he included them, even though he did everything for BBT. Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj or Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj externally don't do anything for BBT, but still he included them as a like honorary members in this way. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned that how, one last thing Maharaj mentioned. Yes, then Srila Maharaj mentioned that in 1977, the time when Srila Swami Maharaj on 14th November he left this world, at that time Srila Maharaj is mentioning that because every year in Kartik Parikrama time, Kartik time, Chaitanya Gaudiya Math arranges for different parikramas. 1 year in Vrindavan, after every 3 years they perform parikrama in Vrindavan, then other 2 years, sometime they go different places. So at that time they were on Uttar Bharat, northern India's tour, pilgrim places. So at that time Srila Maharaj is mentioning when we were in Siddhapur in Bihar. Siddhapur Bihar में,
गुजरात
में. When the parikrama party was in Gujarat, in Siddhapur, at that time they got this news that Srila Swami Maharaj left this world. So Srila Maharaj is mentioning that at that time I was the one who was leading the parikrama party, and it was impossible to go immediately. But Maharaj, one of Maharaj's godbrother, whose name was Bhakti Nilay Mangal Maharaj.
Nilay, Bhakti Hriday.
Hriday Mangal. Bhakti Hriday Mangal Maharaj. So he immediately left.
Extra brahmachari sat.
With one brahmachari, along with one brahmachari, he left immediately and came to Vrindavan, and he attended this samadhi ceremony, everything over there. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned that Srila Swami Maharaj was been like his final ceremony was done after 1 day, because so many devotees were like desiring to come. So that's why everybody wanted to have his darshans. So that's why they gave him samadhi next day. And all the rituals according to Satyakriya Sardipika, everything was being done by our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, for his samadhi, writing mantras and bathing and all other things, whatever was required, everything was being done by Srila Gurudev. দেখুন আপনি আর কিছু একটা বলতে চান বলে দিন 2-4 মিনিট, তারপরে চলে যাব। না তো রাত্রিতে বলতে চান তাহলে রাত্রিকে বলবেন, যেরকম।
না রাত্রিতে বলবেন, ঠিক আছে। ওটা বললেন যে এখানে আমাদের মোটে থেকেই এগুলি করলো, ওখানে
মায়াপুরের বললাম
বললেন।
আর ওই ভক্তগুলো আপনার হলে থাকতেন, হ্যাঁ ওটা বলেছি।
তারপরে ওই যে সঙ্গে ছিল ওরা, जो लोग था वो लोग तो था अच्युतानंद और एक, तो दोनों ही हमारा मठ में ही ठहरते थे। तो एक रोज क्या हुआ, उस वक़्त कोई ज़मीन खरीदा नहीं, कोशिश मन मन में कर रहा था। तो उस वक़्त वो जो ब्रह्मचारी था, आज स्वामी महाराज भी था, उस वक़्त क्या हुआ, वो कहा कोचू साग खाया था तो गोला था। तो जब हमारा मठ में आया तो बोला जे नो नो नो, मैंने बोल दिया परिवेशन करने पर जोरा से उनको पत्तल में डाल दो। जब डाला थोड़ा खा के बोलता है लिटिल मोर, ऐसा पीछा लिया, पुली पीछा। नो देन मैं बोल दिया फिर देना, तो लिटिल मोर, और काफ़ी बनाया था ये लोगों के लिए। जब बनाया था दूसरे रोज वो अच्युतानंद सुबह ही कोटरी लेके आ गया, जो काल जो बनाया था वो कुछ बचा है हमें दो। बोलता है ऐसा ही, बोला मैं अब दूसरी जगह में केशव जी गौड़ी मठ में गया था, खोला पकड़ा था। तो ऐसा ही तो स्वामी महाराज बोला ये लोग तो कभी खाया नहीं, ये सब न तो वो क्या समझेंगे यार। स्वामी महाराज तो बड़ा प्यार से खाया, और ये बाद में वही मांग रहे दूसरे दिन भी, नेक्स्ट डे। उस वक्त महाराज चला गया विदेश दोबारा और छोड़ के गए।
So Maharaj is mentioning again that how, because I earlier translated that devotees they used to keep their luggage in the hall in Mayapur and were looking after construction. But Srila Maharaj is mentioning no, not construction at that time. They were trying to get the place even. That time they stayed. And Srila Swami Maharaj also stayed for some time with them over there. And then Maharaj is remembering one thing which he quotes in his examples also sometime. He is mentioning that one time Achyutananda Prabhu, he was, like Srila Swami Maharaj was there, he was also there, and they were being served for Shadam. So there is one kind of shark which they serve, it is Kochu shark. So when devotees they were serving Kochu shark, Srila Swami Maharaj took very happily. But as soon as they wanted to give to Achyutananda Prabhu, said no, like didn't want it to take. Why? Because he took that same shark in Devanand Gaudiya Math earlier, but he did not like it because it was very horrible, maybe spicy or difficult to take it in for whatever reason. But then Srila Maharaj, he indicated to the person who was serving that even though he is saying no, but still drop something definitely in his plate. So then he dropped, this devotee dropped this shark in his plate, and as soon as he tasted, he said little more. So by giving this example, Maharaj mentions that if somebody can hear Harikatha or anything from a person who really does not know Harikatha, who does not serve Harikatha with real thing, then a person gets bad taste that oh no, this is not good, this what is the need to hear it. But as soon as he comes with a real thing, then he understands that yes, I want more. So in this way, Srila Maharaj quotes these examples also different places. That how I was serving this Western person with shark, he said first no, because he had bad experience. So again, Maharaj was mentioning about one another thing, Puli Pita. Puli Pita, आपने बोला ना?
Puli Pita.
So there is one another sweet preparation, Puli Pita. He also had somewhere this bad experience that oh, that doesn't taste good at all.
Swami Maharaj को आराम से दिया.
But Srila Swami Maharaj, he took very happily and loved it to take more. But then Achyutananda Prabhu, no, I don't want. But then again, it was like after some days, it was dropped forcefully on his plate. And then, no, little more, it's very good. So
The
then
next
Srila
day our
Maharaj- then Srila
Maharaj-
Maharaj mentioned that because we cooked for them so much, he's saying, my Guru Maharaj's instruction was that when devotees are in our place, then we should serve them with our full heart, with our full capacity. So that's why whatever we used to cook in bulk, like so much. And then we fed them in the evening, and then next morning Achyutananda Prabhu, in the very early morning, he came with one of his bowl, that, oh, is that prasadam still left? I want more. So in this way, Srila Maharaj mentioned that so many remembrances are there in the mind.
তারপরে আরেকটা কথা বললেন, আমাদের এই প্রশ্ন করেছিল যে তিলক কতদূর পর্যন্ত করতে হয়, তো তারা এটা আছে তো। তখন স্বামী মহারাজ উত্তর দিলেন, আমি তাদেরকে কেবল সদাচার শিক্ষা দিয়েছি, হরিভক্তির কথা কিছু বলি নাই। সেটা কোনো শুদ্ধ বৈষ্ণব আসলে তখন হবে, এটা তার ভবিষ্যবাণী। আমি সিরিফ সদাচার শিক্ষা দিয়েছি আর ওই কীর্তন বলেছি, বৈষ্ণব মহিমা কিন্তু কিছুই বলেনি, এই সামান্য শিক্ষা দিয়েছি। এদের যে আচার, এদের কাছে এটাই যথেষ্ট।
One time, Srila Swami Maharaj, one of Srila Swami Maharaj's disciple was putting his tilak, and then he was being asked by one devotee, Gaudiya devotee, that, oh, you know how long one should take this tilak, how up it should go. Then Srila Swami Maharaj immediately mentioned that the conduct they were having earlier and the conduct they are having now is very different. I brought them from very lower stage to this stage for now, and I am teaching them sadachar, the proper behavior. So I am teaching them all these things, and it takes long time because they don't have all those samskar, and whatever I can teach them, I am trying. But afterward, Maharaj is mentioning that was his Bhavishyavani, that was his prophecy, no. Like Mahaprabhu made this announcement that Prithvi te ache jat nagar adi gram. Proclamation, maybe whatever you call it, Bhavishyavani, that what will happen in the future.
Prophecy is okay.
Okay, so he made this, that the time will come when among these devotees, there will be devotees who will meet with great sadhus, Shuddha Bhaktas, and then they will be going more and more forward in their bhakti. In this way he made this prophecy. He made this also.
বন্ধ করে দেন, আর বলবো না।
Srila Maharaj is saying that it's difficult for him to speak more at this time. He will be speaking whenever he says.